past that time by Sparrow, and the circus is on.
What's up, YouTube? It's Tyler Knight, YouTube Ty's Life. We're about to get into this video. The title is The Best Larry Bird versus Extreme Heat Story Ever Told. I don't know what that means. Extreme Heat Story. I don't know what that means, but extreme heat, like a heated game? Oh, so it was like an actual heat, like it was hot, like they couldn't breathe. Okay. All right, because I have to read the description a little bit to understand that. Let's get into the video. Should be an interesting video. Prime Larry Bird, that YouTube channel is really good. He usually has good videos, so let's get into it.
Game 5 of the 1984 NBA Finals in Boston, and the Celtics and Lakers were tied 2-2 in the best-of-7 series. But on game day, an unexpected heat wave came down in the city of Boston, and with no air conditioning inside the Boston Garden, the entire arena turned into an oven, and Game 5 transformed from a simple test of basketball skill to an extreme test of mental toughness in the hottest game ever recorded.
It's Game 5 of the NBA World Championship Series, and Celtic fans now are entering the hottest place in this city, literally.
Do y'all remember this game? Is this something that is like a known thing? Because it's my first time ever hearing about it, this situation. But was this a thing, and was this crazy when you guys heard about it? Like, was it a big story? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what y'all think, or what was your thought process when you heard this. And yeah, is this like something that's nostalgic, or maybe this was like a distant memory and it just brought this back into your memory? Let me know. Give me your take on this.
No air conditioning in this ancient building. And down there on that familiar parquet floor, temperatures will reach more than 100 degrees.
So we arrived at Logan Airport at 5 p.m. and it was a heat wave in Boston. And the scene at Logan was chaotic. Terminal C, I will never forget it.
The Celtics have oxygen close by inside their locker room, and they came out for their pregame warm-up without sweatpants tonight.
It looked like a scene right out of a movie, and it is 97 degrees Fahrenheit in the unair-conditioned Boston Garden. The crowd is unlike any crowd I have ever seen before since in the Garden. Never were fewer clothes worn by people in the Garden than that night. Women halter tops, everybody in shorts, t-shirts. And the crowd knew they could make this a happening. The crowd made that a positive thing for the Boston Celtics. They embraced it and they plugged into it.
Ordered a couple of air conditioning things to try to cool off the locker room, portable ones, plugged them in, blew the circuits in Boston Garden.
So now it's already 100 degrees. They got the heat turned up.
Damn, James Worthy's over there like...
You thought you was in this, a sauna.
Did you realize that they even accused Red Auerbach of turning on the heat in the building? They didn't realize that we didn't have the fancy arenas. The Garden didn't have air conditioning like some of the other places. They didn't turn on the heat. The reality of it is, it was just one of those hot...
That's really a thing. The Garden is definitely the hardest place to even play in, especially back then, because of their lack of conditions, or whatever it's called. Like, because no one turned on the AC, bro. You had people dying in there. James Worthy was in there like passing out, about to have a heat stroke. What are we doing? Crazy. And the Boston players are used to it because they're practicing in that gym. So it's like, bro, that's not fair. Damn, did that really impact Boston's home record? Is that why Boston's home record was so crazy? 40-1? Oh my gosh. Is that a thing? Is that a good take? Let me know.
Hot summer days. It was in June. It was unbelievable.
And the temperature, as Brent said, will get over 100. It's close to 95 right now. Bird, great position for Larry Bird as he back Cooper inside.
Came right over the top for an excellent rebound.
Bird. once again, Larry Bird used his muscle against Cooper inside, as we pointed out. Here's Parrish. Bird, the rebound. Now, Magic Johnson wants a timeout. Standing ovation here at the Garden for the Celtics. And what a game we have.
Well, the Boston crowd is just, it's just a fun crowd. I mean, they're really close in the old Boston Garden, so it feels like they're right on top of you. There's smoke up in the top balcony of the arena. And it just was an old school gym. The fans were kind of crazy and nuts. And I think there was a little bit of an intimidation factor about our crowd. And they were loud. And
man, just lit up a Newport in the stadium. Different times, man. What the heck?
They wanted us to beat LA in the worst way. Like, we could not let LA come into our place and win.
Larry Bird gets an offensive rebound for the Celtics and converts.
Destroying that rhythm.
Larry Bird.
Was a monster.
Have you ever seen many players who can shoot off balance as a forward like Larry Bird can?
Larry Bird said, "It can get hot in June when you live in Boston, but this was really hot. The Garden is not air conditioned, so we all knew the fifth game was going to be played in serious heat. We were prepared and we knew."
Bro, Larry Bird, don't even. Yo, you're unfazed. Don't even, you're unfazed. You're not like any other human being. Stop this. You're hot, but it didn't make a difference. You probably still had 30. Come on now. Yo, you know these conditions. You've been in Boston in January. No, well, in January. You've been in Boston. What was this? In June or whatever they said? It would be hot in June. Sorry. I said January. In June or whatever. Whatever month it was. July. I think it was July. You've played in Boston in July. Come on now. You still had 30. You still have 40. You still giving man buckets. Like, that did not affect you. Come on now.
We had to run. We wanted to get out running, get them sweaty, and get the crowd into it early in the ball game.
Celtics have three. Bird, a three-pointer for Larry Bird. And the Celtic bench is up, and a steal by Bird. Larry Bird finds Dennis Johnson, who's open.
Give me a hands up in the comments. Any type of emoji if you want me to react to Dennis Johnson. Yeah, if you want me to react to Dennis Johnson's highlights, because that man is nice. He's good. He's very good. Hall of Famer point guard. Let me know if you want me to react to him.
And Pat Riley wants a timeout.
Whoever invented this deserves a raise. Throw away those gross old sink stoppers. They're a total waste of time. This old guy.
It was hot, but we didn't care because we were already fired up. We knew the Lakers had to be miserable. They were used to playing in air-conditioned comfort of the Forum. This just wasn't their idea of basketball.
The Lakers are dead tired right now. They're all with their hands on their hips.
The thing is, the Lakers, they're from LA, so it's like, okay, it must have been hot. It must have been hot.
Meanwhile, the Lakers, last place on earth they wanted to be. They even brought an oxygen tank, which Kareem wound up sucking on during the game.
And with Kareem taking that oxygen,
damn, how hot?
and just like, okay, we got him now.
Kareem said, "I suggest that you go to a local steam bath, do 100 push-ups with all your clothes on, then try to run back and forth for 48 minutes. The game was in slow motion. It was like we were running in the mud."
You didn't feel like you were breathing air. It was like
okay, all right,
you were breathing something, but it wasn't having any effect in your lungs.
I'm sorry. It probably did affect Larry Bird, but he still had 30. Well, that's absolutely crazy, bro. Like, the man was on a breathalyzer on the bench. What are we doing? Like, what? Okay, I know I'm over exaggerating. I said breathalyzer, but you had to put the mask on to get some oxygen. Yeah, okay, but like, that's crazy. Imagine having to play in those conditions. Ooh, I would probably pass out. What?
The game started over 97 degrees here at Boston Garden inside, and I'm sure that's been raised a few degrees. It is hot and steamy. It's a sauna bath here at Boston Garden.
Sauna bath
It
here.
was so
Boston
hot,
Garden.
referee Hugh Evans had to stop at halftime due to dehydration.
Dick, of course, you've been talking about the heat all night. It's up in the upper 90s there. Hugh Evans just got completely dehydrated. He was taken out of the game. The doctors are giving him a lot of fluids. They got ice on him. He doesn't know if he'll be back in. Back to you, Dick.
Who's out there acting like there's nothing?
The ref was like, I can't do this. Oh my God. The ref's face was like, yo, nah, they're not doing this to me.
Wrong with this at all. Larry
Don't pay
Bird.
me enough
Larry
for this.
Bird said, I love to play in the heat. I just run faster and create my own wind.
6-point lead in the first period. The Celtics moved out to 8, and this basket counts.
See how he's a little sluggish there, though.
Larry Bird
No,
gets the
you know the
basket.
conditions are
He
hot.
has 10 points and will have a chance for a 3-point play.
Out mode.
Series is tied 2 games apiece.
It doesn't matter.
Game number 5.
Into pocket.
And Larry Bird is 8 for 11, and he's red hot, and he has 18 points in the ballgame.
Right into the pocket. Bow. 18 points. And it's the third quarter. Larry Bird. Larry Joe Bird. Larry Legend. It don't matter. Shoot. Everybody on their feet. Take a seat. Boston Heat. Larry in 5.
The thing about Larry was
Larry for 30 points.
that he saw things, everything that came along, he saw that as a challenge. He wasn't afraid whether it was heat or whether it was cold. It doesn't matter. Larry was never going to allow himself to make an excuse for whatever came up.
Come on now.
We can
Larry Bird.
fast forward to the time when he had, his hurt, his back was out later on, and he couldn't succumb to that. So in a game 5 like this, it was hot as it could be. Larry was on fire. He was doing everything. He was not going to let the city of Boston down, because he looked at it more than just the Celtics. He looked at this city is pulling for us like you won't believe, and we can't let them down. And so Larry was doing everything he can, including the leadership that he was showing, to make sure that we got out of there with a game win.
How about Larry Bird, who has 25 points and is 11 for 14 shooting, and then trailing in game number 5 as Kareem.
Didn't I tell you the man's going for 30? He has 25. He's about to hit a 3 right now. That's about to be 28. The man had 30. Bro, take a seat. I was about to say something else, but I'm not going to do that. Shoot. Give him some cleats. Larry Bird for 30. Don't matter.
He made 1 out of 2. Larry Bird with a 3-point play. His second of the ball game.
But I just remember fanning the guys and trying to keep them cool on the bench when they would come off. And it was just unbelievable. You can't redo that mentally. It took you to another level.
Haynes finds an open Bird, takes Rambis. 1 second. It's out.
Oh my gosh. What? How? He got 30, like I said. But how? Bro. Mans are passing out. Mans are on breathalyzers on the bench. And the man came off a screen, gave him a pump fake. Super quick, super efficient. Nothing's bothering him. You would think the conditions are okay. Like you would think he has the most energy in the world after that possession. That was crazy. What? Executed perfectly. What in the world? Larry Bird is human, but he does not act like it. He doesn't play like it.
We were used to the Boston Garden. Obviously, it had never been as hot as it was that night, and especially with all the fans in there. But listen, we've all played outside in 100-degree temperatures and humidity, and it's a game 5. I don't think it really bothered us at all. I know there was a lot of talk about it and a lot of hype on television about it, but we didn't really talk much about it or even think that much about it.
Bird.
Larry Bird said, I play in this stuff all the time back home. It's like this all summer.
You're not fooling anybody. It did not phase you. So that heat that you were talking about, that, oh my gosh, the heat. Nah, bro. You were dropping 30 either way. You had the advantage. French Lick probably was way worse than this, and you're giving man's buckets. Come on now.
17 rebounds for Larry Bird, and he's shooting outside now. Off when they were down 2-1, but they didn't. The basket by Bird is good, and there's a foul.
Larry Bird that night went 34 points, 17 rebounds, 15 for 20 from the floor, and the Celtics won 121-103 in the pivotal 5th game to take charge of the series. And it was absolutely one of the 3 or 4 biggest and best and most memorable nights of the entire Larry Bird career, frankly.
That guy is still firing up a Newport. Bro, what are we doing? In the heat? In the heat is diabolical. Come on now. Different times.
And the Boston Celtics have, in resounding fashion, with a big second half, have trounced the Los Angeles Lakers 121-103 to take.
We were in the first quarter, and now the game's done. The man's still sparking up. Did they use the same clip? Because it looked like the same clip in the first quarter. The man's sparking up no matter what. What the heck?
The 3-2 lead.
Different times.
In the World Championship Series. And we'll be back to Boston Garden in just a moment.
And after the game, Larry said, hell, back home in Indiana, play like this all the time. Well, okay, good. But the fact is, it was not what the Lakers had in mind. It absolutely ranks as one of the great nights in history to Boston Garden.
Japanese knife for $20? Holy shit, this deal is insane. So I'm at my neighbor's barbecue.
All right, that's it for the video. Like, comment, subscribe. We about to head out. Yeah, I'm about to head out. My wife's about to pick me up. I'm surprised she's not here yet. She hasn't called me yet, but yeah, she's gonna be here any second. So I gotta say a quick prayer. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Whoever's watching this video, bless them from the crown of their heads to the soles of their feet. Allow them to be strong in their mind, body, and soul. Allow them to be stewards of God. Allow them to not give into temptation. And allow them to know when they're being tested, and have that spiritual maturity to understand that I'm being tested at this moment, and however, like, any way I react right now, and it really matters how I react to the trials and tribulations. And if I don't act right, God will punish me. If I do act right, God will reward me. You have to think in that mindset. So whatever we go through, if it's bad, if it's good, we have to have the same type of mindset, the same type of temperament, and try to be like Christ in every situation. So in the name of Jesus, I pray, amen. So stay blessed, stay lit, and I'm out.